Hello, I'm a psychologist Umut. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about a topic related to relationships. Relationships to add color to our lives. It actually exists to give happiness. But sometimes relationships can give us more distress and sadness than happiness. So what's the reason for this? Is the human in your life the right person? I want to talk about the reasons for this. Long relationships have a downside. As the relationship gets longer, we move away from objectively evaluating the person in front of us. We get too used to it. Although we experience bad things because we get used to it too much, actually it is very difficult for us to get away somehow. Today, I would like to talk to you about the 6 characteristics we encounter in these relationships if the person you are in front of is the wrong person, if you are living in the wrong relationship. If you are with the wrong person, the first problem you will encounter is that you are the one who usually takes responsibility and puts effort into the relationship. Relationships, as you know, are a process that is formed by the mutual effort of the two parties, in a way that takes effort. But if you are the one who thinks about everything, if you are the one who takes every step, if you take full responsibility for things good or bad, then something is wrong. People in such relationships in general, especially the one who puts in the effort. After a while he may feel too exhausted to himself. Another sign that you're in love with the wrong person. Your inability to make a future plan for it. When a person loves someone, when he is with him, he starts to dream with him. He includes her in his dreams, wants to start a home, have children, go on vacation, do something together in the future. He even wants to grow old together. If you find it difficult to have such dreams about the person you love and are with, if you think that he will not give any assurance about it, then you are probably with the wrong person. There are some people who scatter negative energy around them. If the person you are with is like this, it is obvious that you will experience certain difficulties. Suppose you are with such a person, whatever you want to do. Even if you want to add something positive to your life, the reactions you get from the other side will usually be negative. At the same time, if this person is a little bit out of energy, when you want to do something new, when you plan to do a social event together, the answer you will get from the other party will usually be no. There is also such a feature, discouraging. After that, they may have a demotivating side. For example, you are not satisfied with your job. You want to move to a new place. You want to find a new job. People of this nature may behave in a way that will discourage you and lower your motivation. Being with such a person, maintaining a relationship is seriously difficult. If you feel humiliated, belittled or even oppressed in your relationship, there is something wrong with this relationship. This is one of my most common problems in relationships. One of the parties' physical characteristics to the other. If his behavior is constantly trying to make fun of his personality, if he is constantly trying to make fun of him, this is a wrong relationship. Or the positive things put forward by the other party. What do you understand? What can you do if he makes hurtful sentences like these things? Or if he already uses expressions such as you are fat, you are ugly, there is really a serious problem in this business. I think it is useful to evaluate your relationship from beginning to end. The romantic relationship we have with a person is one of the most private areas in our lives. We want to be comfortable in this private space, we want to act like ourselves. But if you think that you are not that comfortable in your relationship, if you are like yourself, if you think that the other party will treat you differently and criticize you, then there is a problem. In relationships, when a person cannot act like himself, there is a problem with the relationship and the person can always feel tense, unhappy and depressed. So if you are having such a problem, it is useful to pay attention to this. There is nothing more natural than arguments in relationships. Even arguments can bring the relationship to a more mature level. If the discussions are getting resolved, that's healthy. But some couples may argue a little too much. It is important that we pay attention to this. To give an example of this, if you are going to a movie, which movie to go to, eat, even what restaurant to go to. Or if you start arguing from the moment you meet and no discussion ends without being resolved, there is a serious problem. Such discussions can not only spoil the relationship, but also negatively affect the psychology of the people in the relationship. We must pay attention to this. Relationships exist to add good things to our lives. Loving someone, falling in love with someone is a beautiful thing. But if the relationship you are having gives you more distress than happiness, you need to stop and think about it. All these problems we have mentioned are signs of important, serious problems. It would be useful to try to solve them one by one. Maybe the relationship will get a lot better after solving these problems. But if these problems are not resolved despite all your attempts and efforts, then it is useful to try different ways. Because the person with whom a person is really with occupies a very important place in his life. An unhappy relationship will affect every area of a person's life. Thank you very much for listening. By the way, I would appreciate it if you do not forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. You can turn on notifications to be notified of the next videos. See you.